The story will be resolved in the next series of The X-Files in the autumn, and there's a chance to see selected episodes from the first series beginning in March.
I made this.
One top lawyer.
Not a word, Richard.
A lawyer always wants you to think it's us against you. It doesn't have to be that way.
One man the accused can turn to.
Get me out.
One verdict unravels over 23 episodes.
Did he do it, Teddy?
We treat people like they're innocent because it makes us better people.
Murder One. One crime, one solution, one series guaranteed to get you talking. Next Tuesday, 9:10 on BBC2.
Tomorrow in Silent Witness.
Witchcraft, Mr. Bird.
Witchcraft, Miss Farmer.
A series of bizarre killings leads to one conclusion.
Some sort of ritual? Is your suspect weird enough for that?
Is this a black thing, Mr. Adams?
This is not a black thing. This is a personality thing.
A dangerous secret threatens professional compromise.
We shouldn't be here.
I'm going to formally complain to the Home Office about your behaviour.
Did you kill Mark James?
If I did, you're standing on a very lonely spot with a psychotic killer.
Amanda Burton in Silent Witness. Tomorrow at 9:30 on BBC1.
In 50 minutes on BBC1, we've an extra programme, Match of the Day on the road to Wembley with Port Vale. Can they do it again and beat Leeds United in the 5th round replay? First on BBC1, Michael Burke with more stories of real-life courage from overseas. 999 International Rescue.
Tonight's rescues are all true stories about the courage and skill of emergency services around the world. All of them are based on pictures taken at the time of the world's most dramatic rescues as they happened. Tonight on International Rescue, from Minneapolis, swept over St. Anthony's Falls, the helicopter pilot who risked everything. From China, the lost lorry in the mountains, British aid workers at a life and death rescue in the gorge. And in Melbourne, 2 men hang on for their lives on the side of the city's tallest skyscraper. This is the Mississippi, the longest river in America and one of the busiest commercial waterways in the world. Here as it flows through the center of Minneapolis, it drops about 50 feet over a couple of hundred yards or so to form the Upper St. Anthony Falls. This is known as the spillway. Some 60,000 gallons of water a second are forced through concrete posts. The idea is that logs and other big debris are broken up before they can get to a massive dam about a quarter of a mile or so downstream. The only way for commercial and pleasure boats to navigate this part of the river is by this system of locks. In May 1991, it was an extremely difficult and complicated rescue right here, involving some precision flying by a Vietnam veteran helicopter pilot. In our reconstruction of the events that day, we've used some dramatic pictures taken at the time by a local television news crew. And we've used actors and stunt performers to tell the story.
We were running late. A bunch of us were running late. And we were supposed to have 15 or 20 people on the boat that day.
It was a nice day. It was in the 70s and just kind of, floating down the river.
Thanks, Peg. Sure. Oh, this feels great. First ride.
Gonna have a picnic. We had a great big cooler, $80 worth of food, goodies, and
As we were going down the river, we came up to the lock, And they yelled to us it was going to be 5-10 minutes before the lock would be free. So Ron decided to head back upriver again. And as we turned to go upriver, we had gotten really not very far. And the engine, there was a boom sound from the bottom of the boat, and the engine went dead.
Ron, is everything okay?
Hey, Ron, this isn't funny.
I can't help. The engine quit. The engine quit. Hang on. Hang on. I'm trying to start it. Hang on. Just hold on.
The boat started drifting downstream and towards the upper spillway.
Hey, Ron, get that engine started.
Hang on. I can't get it started. Hang on. It won't start.
As the sign was getting larger, as we were being pulled towards the sign, I was watching the falls, and I knew what was happening, and all of a sudden it dawned on me what was going to happen, and that's when I froze with fear. There's a lot of things that we could have done, but when you panic, you don't always think of what to do. And believe me, we panicked.
Ron! Where's mine?
Here, Robin.
Do we have any oars?
No, there's no oars on the boat.
God. We gotta get some help. What do we do? What do we do?
Right next to me. Here, I gotta keep trying to
Help me! You gotta save me! Help me!
You should really play in that port tournament because it's a lot of fun. They give good prizes. And
I noticed the Smith boat.
Hey, what's that boat doing over there?
Heading over between the concrete pylons there. And I thought, you know, he better get out of there pretty soon here. He better kick it ahead. And he just never did. He started to drift laterally then, once he got on the other side of the protection cells. And then at that point, I actually saw the boat completely flip over the 10-foot drop there. It was at that moment that all fear gripped me, because I mean, I thought, oh God, I've never seen a boat go over, so.
The lockkeepers immediately raised the alarm.
Anderson at Upper St. Anthony Falls. We have a water emergency here.
One of the first people to get moving was a local helicopter pilot.
The TV station called in and said they had a boat had gone over the dam and there were some people hanging on the logs. We looked at each other.